We are officially only 1 week away from the 2023 TWT Global Finals, and with that said, we might see the first character of the Season 1 DLC pass. There's a high chance Namco might actually reveal one of those characters, so I thought to myself, why not make a video about the DLC characters for S Pass? Let's make a prediction video and guess which characters will make the Season Pass 1. So with that said, let's get right into it. Number 1, we have Armour King. Now, if this isn't the obvious option, then I don't know. Armour King was first revealed back in Season 2 as a DLC character, and he came with one of the sickest redesigns ever seen. Like, period. This man looks amazing. Even right now, his Tekken 7 look still holds up. He looks that good. So Armour King was hella popular at launch. He was one of the most highly used characters according to Event Hubs by 2023 August. I'm not sure how his stats are looking up right now, but he's been in the top 5 most used characters for the longest period. Like, Armour King just looks really good. If that is his biggest selling point, he's always been like the cooler king, right? Amongst King and Armour King, the cooler king has always been AK. I'm sorry, King mains, but like, yeah, you ain't got nothing on AK. AK's drip is just beyond this world, bruh. Only beaten by the god of drip, of course, Leroy Smith. Now, AK is amazing, and he also sold a lot of copies. Season 2 sold really well, and Armour King as well sold like insane amounts. Like, AK, bro, like AK is Namco's trump card when it comes to DLC characters. So with that said, it's only logical that Namco would do the same thing again. If it ain't broke, then don't fix it for shit. So Armour King is definitely going to be one of the characters reviewed for the Season Pass 1. And bro, come back to this video and you tell me how right I am. Now, I do love me some AK as well. He is my 3rd most used character in Tekken 7 right now, right behind Lars and Steve. So man, I do love me some AK, honestly, and I think it'll be very, very fun in Tekken 8. I'm excited to see what they will do with the hit system with AK. Hopefully he is stronger than he is in Tekken 7 right now. I do have hope. AK is one of the best characters in the game, and furthermore, AK's story is far from being over, bro. The whole Murdoch King connection actually has one of the best storylines in the game, so I don't see Namco leaving this story out for Tekken 8. So that's if DLC characters will come with a storyline. There were no, character endings for Tekken 7 DLC, which is a shame. So if Namco choose to implement character endings for DLCs, then we need a conclusion for AK storyline with Murdoch. Like, we need a conclusion, bro. It's been dragging on for so long, right? We need a conclusion. Like, it's just about time. So anyway, guys, that's why I think AK will be the first character to be revealed for DLC Pass 1. Secondly, we have Eddie Gordo. Now, this for me as well is the obvious option, right? I don't understand why Eddie missed the launch roster. Like, make it make sense. Having no capoeira representation in Tekken is just, I don't know, bro. It's just wrong. It feels so wrong. Like, someone make it make sense. Like, they would just throw in Christy there if they wanted to. Like, capoeira is huge. It's huge. I don't understand how Eddie has missed this. It's a shame. I feel bad for Eddie mains. But with that said, I do feel they really want to redesign Eddie in a sense, right? And that's just, I don't know, it's just sticking at the back of my mind that Eddie is getting some sort of huge rework, and that's the only reason I can think of as to why he's missed the launch roster. So Eddie was introduced back in Tekken 3, and he's been one of the faces of Tekken for a long time, right? For a long time. The memes of picking Eddie back in Tekken 3 and mashing X and O, bro, like, come on, man. How do you leave out Eddie, Namco? Why? Make it make sense. Eddie is beloved. I love Eddie as well. Annoying to fight against, don't get me wrong, but very fun character to play. He's one of those. And he's just cool, bro. He's just cool. The dreadlocks. I love characters with the dreadlocks as well, since I rock dreads. So, he's a vibe. Eddie is such a vibe. So, man, I feel bad for Eddie mains, but shall have to wait. But I do feel as though he is gonna make the list as well. And for story mode as well, he does need some conclusion, right? He's trying to get revenge on Kazuya for the death of his master, right? They didn't find a cure, if I believe, for his master, and so he's seeking revenge, bro. Like everyone and their grandmother is after Kaz, bro. Like at this point, who is not after Kazuya, bro? This man, bro. Like damn. So yeah, we need a conclusion for Eddie's storyline as well, right? Again, that's if Namco choose to give us storylines and character endings for DLC characters. But like bro, Eddie is definitely on the list of these new DLC characters for S+1 in my opinion. If he misses this, then I don't know. I don't know. We're missing Capoeira, we're missing Muay Thai. We need Capoeira on this goddamn roster, Namco. So that's why Eddie is my number 2 character to set to appear for DLC Character Pass 1. Okay, for my number 3, I think we'll get a newcomer character. Now, I think it's gonna be a female, cause Tekken 8 is a goddamn sausage fest, bro. Right? The males outnumber the females by a mile, right? So I think we're gonna get a newcomer and a female character. Now, I don't think it will be a guest character. I think it's too early for guest characters considering the backlash that Namco has been getting over the 2D introduced characters back in Tekken 7. So I think they're gonna ride the storm a little bit too late this time. Introduce guest characters maybe in like season 2 going upwards. I think it's gonna be a newcomer because we've only had 3 newcomers this time. Yoshina, Reina, and Victor Chevalier. So I think we might get another newcomer. Tekken 7 had like what 7 newcomers, which is insane, right? But I think it's good that Tekken 8 only has a few newcomers, considering we had so many in Tekken 7, and 2 of those newcomers actually made it back to Tekken 8, being Leroy and Claudio. So I think we get a new female character as a DLC season pass character for the number 3 character. Finally, for the 4th and final character, now this one, I don't know. I'm not very sure about this one. I had to do a lot of thinking, but I think Julia is gonna be the 4th character introduced. Maybe a Chang, maybe even Michelle, but it has to be either Julia or Michelle. Julia is very popular in Tekken 7. She is hella popular in Tekken 7, both competitively and ranked, in just like from casual point of view as well. So I was surprised that, you know, Julia missed out on the roster as well. Like I would pick Nina over Julia, but like Nina is more of a stable, so I do understand why she can make it over over Julia. But like Julia is an OG as well, Tekken 2, right? That was Michelle, then transitioned to Julia. But I feel as though, I don't know, something just tells me like Julia makes this list. Now, amongst all the 3 characters I've mentioned so far, this is the most unlikely, right? It might be Kunimitsu, you know, as well. There's a chance, you know, so, but I don't know. Something just tells me Julia will make it, you know, due to her popularity in Tekken 7 as well. And the fact that we have so many males gone, you know, over the female number in Tekken 8 so far right now. So that's my call. Julia for the 4th and final character. So Armour King is my first, Eddie my second, a newcomer female character as my 3rd, and finally Julia Chang as my 4th character. Now there has been so many leaks, right, of DLC characters. I won't talk about that, but there's like so many lists. It's difficult to tell which is fake and which is not. We had another leaked image, just like the whole roster. Remember the roster that leaked, like the roster image that everyone thought was fake and turned out to be true? We have something similar that leaked right now with the DLC characters, but like the characters that are there are like very questionable. But it looks realistic, guys, so you know, I might be very wrong, but I'm taking all of that out of consideration because like I said, guys, it's just a leak, so take it with a grain of salt. Heavy bitter ass salt, because you never know with these things. Might be true, might be not, but you know, it is what it is. So some honorable mentions, like I said, Kunimitsu might be one of them. Murdoch is another character that is, I think, unique in a sense, right? We don't really have that many big characters. Gigas was a failure, so they might bring Murdoch back as well just to fill that big character role outside of Jack and the Bears. So Murdoch has a chance as well. So Kunimitsu and Murdoch look most likely. And my last one as an honorable mention is Lydia. Honestly, I don't know why Namco left out Lydia. She's like a shorter, very cool, like the first character, pure karate character, right? Jin was like the only karate character, but it wasn't like pure. It was mixed with the Miho Mishima Ryu, which is like, you know, imaginary martial art. So them bringing pure karate Shoto character was pretty cool. Nidia was really cool, right? She would look so good in next gen graphics that I don't know why they left it out, right? It's just, I don't know. So honorable mentions, Murdoch, Kunimitsu, and Lydia Sobieska. So with that said, guys, these are my predictions for Season Pass 1 DLC for Tekken 8. What do you guys think? And I would like to hear your opinions in the comment section. And which characters do you think will make the Season Pass 1 DLC? So with that said, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you've made it this far, please don't forget to that like button and subscribe if you're new. We're only 2 weeks away from Tekken 8 launch. Let's go! I'm gonna be going hard with Tekken 8 tutorials. You don't wanna miss that. So with that said, guys, GG, and the frame data be ever in your favor.